headphones off. So the first one is the sun layer or the physical earth layer. This one's pretty self-explanatory. This is the one that we've pretty much been working on with the chakra removal and like the parasite removal and stuff. So that's pretty much all on the sun or the physical layer. So you do have like some kind of binding on you. It could be from somebody, from jealousy. It could be from yourself. It's really hard to tell from the looks of it. It might be one you accidentally put on yourself. So I'm just going to cut this off of you. Excuse me. Good. I don't see anything else going on over here. The binding almost looked like black leather straps. You know, like people use when they do kinky stuff. That's kind of what it reminded me of. Alright, the next layer is Saturn. It's blockages, life lessons, boundaries, and restriction. It's just black in here. Like there's no fog. There's nothing. It's just black, and we should be able to see the planet. So I'm going to put on a light in here. They're telling me to release like fireflies into the astral, into this, instead of just turning on a light. Ooh, that's really strong. Yeah. I'm releasing fireflies so that they light up your Saturn layer. Because it's just dark in here. Like, alright, I can see the planet now. It's like they're just like millions of them now, like lighting up the sky. Some people kind of avoid Saturn energy. I love Saturn energy. I don't know, it gives me like this euphoric feeling, and it's funny because it's like restriction and blockages, and I like, you know, to be free, so it's kind of strange that it does that to me, but a lot of people avoid it for that reason. But it really does sometimes work the opposite way in my experience. You might be unaware of what your blockages are, unaware of all of your boundaries. It's just black in here. Like, there's no balance in the Saturn. So this is helping with the firefight. They're still coming up, lighting up. Oh, I can see the planet now. And it looks like Arizona. Like when it lights up, I can just see the desert in Arizona, and Saturn's in the sky, and it looks so pretty. It almost looks like sunset. So you really want to embrace your Saturn energy because it really is beautiful. Let me just take a look at you here. You look okay. You look okay in the Saturn. It's just it was just dark. There's nothing on you. There's no implants on you. You're just chilling. Time to get out of your comfort zone. Alright, let's do Mars now. Mars is physical energy, aggression, and reactions. Mars? Mars. Girl, you need some Mars. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. It's also motivation. I need to write that on here, but that's something that I had forgotten, that Mars is great for motivation. Mars energy. It's like one of the main things. I don't know why I didn't write it on here. But yeah. It motivates you to do better. It motivates you. It gives you physical energy and motivation. You're like, yeah, and it's really closely tied to aggression. But that can be controlled, you know, so don't worry about that. It's like it's not in here, so I'm pulling it in. I'm pulling in the Mars energy closer to you. You look okay in this one too. You don't have anything on you. You're just like sitting here relaxing. It's just like you were kind of like sitting in a dark room again, and there was no Mars energy in your Mars layer. So yeah, pull it in. It might be your astrology chart too, or it could be you just pushed that stuff away, and you pushed it out of your conscious mind. That's gonna be coming back. It's really important. Mars is a tough planet, but Mars motivates us. It can cause problems, yes, but those problems, you know, they help us learn about ourselves. They help us learn about the people around us. Conflict helps us really know how to just, you know, deal with conflict. Like if we avoid it all the time, then how are you going to know when it comes up? You're not going to know what to do. So yeah, it's uncomfortable. It's like getting out of that comfort zone, like in your Saturn, get out of that comfort zone. Mars is part of it. It's like right next door. It's in the neighborhood. So yeah. All right, let's go to Venus. Love, relationships, and money. Looking and it's foggy and it looks like there's pink everywhere. Like maybe you're wearing rose-colored glasses. You have a lot of energy in your Venus. You have a lot of love to give to yourself, your family, and to partners. But it's like sometimes can't see. So I'm just gonna clear up the fog in here. There you are, Venus. Again, I see you like in Arizona. It looks like a desert. And you're like sitting in a chair and you're just chilling. Check your body, make sure you don't have anything. Oh, you have a lot of cords. Lots of cords. So let's take these off. I just like to make notes for future references, because this service is still pretty new to me and like, I'm still learning what everything means. Yeah. Let's take those cords off of you, the unhealthy ones. I remove all unhealthy attachments and cords. I'm like trying to remove them and it's like more trying to come in. Watch your boundaries. Watch your boundaries. People see all the love and energy in your Venus and they just start to stick to you. Just putting in some extra protection in your Venus to stop the cords from sticking to you. And just slide right off, slide right off. Pluto, the planet of transformation, death, and rebirth. Looks really good in here. I see you like you're still sitting in the beach chair, but now you have sunglasses on and you're like, bring it on, I can handle this energy. Like, like you don't seem to mind Pluto at all. It looks nice, it looks really good in here. Make sure you don't have anything on you. Nope. Good. Mercury, mental energy, thoughts, and communication. cloudy. It's like smoke instead of clouds, really. It's like smoke this time. Yeah, so I mean, the smoke in your Mercury could just mean that there's some confusion around communication in your life right now, and it might be partly your fault, where I see you like kind of blowing the smoke out of your mouth like you're smoking. So really some deep self-reflection into what's going on in that area, and that possibly you may have a hand in communication struggles right now. I know none of us like to hear that we're doing something to hurt ourselves, but a lot of us do it unconsciously. I'm just gonna take this smoke out of your hand. Stop. I mean, where it has to do a lot with thoughts too. It could have, you know, make you have some cloudy thoughts or like some confusion. I don't really feel like there's a whole lot of that though. Alright, so clear it up. Clear it up in there in your Mercury. Okay. Uranus, evolutionary journey, technology, and rebellion. So I see you like walking through the dark and you're holding a flashlight and you're trying to get somewhere, but there's like rocks in front of you. You're shining the flashlight, but it's not really that bright. So I'm gonna go ahead and lighten this up as well. It's just probably just a confusion of which direction you're going. It's probably gonna link directly into your Neptune, which is spiritual energy and spirituality. So it is right next door and it usually connects. So you might just not know where you're headed right now. You know that you are headed somewhere, but it's slow going because I see the rocks and it's dark, but you are headed that way. And it's interesting because in this one, you're not just sitting, you're actually walking down a path. It's a rocky path, but you're still up and you're walking towards something, you're walking towards somewhere. Just light the way for you here. It's like the sun's coming up now. I released the lightning, the fireflies and the lightning bugs, but now the sun's just coming up for you. This is not the sun layer, obviously, but it represents a light being shown and light to light your journey right now. So it's going to be a lot more clear to you which way you're headed. And it's beautiful. Like, I saw the rocks in the path and now everything's lighting up and it's just mountains everywhere. It's so beautiful. So wherever you're headed, trust that it's going to be a beautiful view. Because that is exactly what I'm looking at. I wish you could see this. Again, your energy body looks good in this room too. It really does. I don't see anything on you. And I think a lot of that I get off during the implant removals too. Like I go through different layers and I can see the planetary layers too. But everything looks good. You don't look, it was just the physical layer so far before you were bound. Alright, let's go to Neptune. Spiritual energy, dreams, and fantasy. I just heard something say, yeah, she could use more of that or something. Maybe you're a literal person. Maybe you know, you're very practical. Maybe you have a tendency not to dream or have fantasies. There's not really nothing wrong with that. Neptune. What am I looking at? So I see, I get the feeling like I'm in prison. And there's guards like walking above me and around me, and everything is made of metal, and it's very strict, and you have to follow certain rules, and you have to follow the laws, or you know, you could get shot because you're in prison. So like, let's just get you out of this. Let's just bust you out of here, because this is not a very warm and happy place. It's not like your other layer of, you know, Uranus. It feels like jail. So I'm going to take you out of this. Where should I put you? I'll put you in a nice meadow somewhere. That's what I'll do. It's nice, open field. Anything's possible. The sky's the limit. Like, I'm gonna put you there instead of here in these, next to these cold bars and like prison guards. Like, fuck them. So let me find you. There you are. And you're kind of on your knees though. You're sitting on your knees and you're in front of bars, and you're just looking out of the bars. Perhaps you just don't know how to get out. So I'm gonna take you out of here. I have you in my hand, and I'm gonna imagine you in a meadow. Okay. They said put a road there, because otherwise she won't know where to go. Because some people can just run through the meadow, but you actually need a road to follow. So it's definitely easier that way. I'll put you right in that road. And you're standing up and you're looking around. That's better. That is better. That is better, isn't it? Okay. Now you can just follow the road, but you have over here you can go, you have over here you can go backwards, you can go forwards. The sky's the limit for you right now. inside your spiritual energy, dreams, and fantasy realm, okay? That's really gonna bring back like a sense of wonder to the world too, because if you feel like you're imprisoned, where's your sense of wonder? You're just like, oh, I'm here, this is it, it's cold, it's lonely, I'm trapped. Like, that's not really anywhere to be for any, you know, for spiritual growth of any kind. So this is a much better place for you to be. All right, the moon. Inner world, feminine, and emotions. Well, you see the moon. We're kind of up in the clouds, though. You're high up here, but we're up in the clouds. It's kind of hard to see downwards. So we'll just move the clouds. I think that's all we have to do here, because the moon is really bright and beautiful, but it's like you can't see below your feet at this point. So let's just move the clouds. Down there too. There you go. I'm noticing there's little hills and there's little bumps, but mostly it's flat. This tells me you probably have control of your emotions for the most part. Inner world, emotions in your inner world. Which does make sense with the rest of your readings. It's nice here. It feels nice here. It feels stable and calm, and the moon is so beautiful. Even the clouds gave it a nice look. Take a look at your energy body in here. Good. Looks good. I have a couple little bumps. We'll just smooth those out. The moon. That's good. Let's go to Jupiter. Areas of mastery, philosophy, wisdom, success, and expansion. Jupiter, but it's like half of it's cut off. Let's just put the other half back on it. There we go. You're still up here where you are in the moon. It looks really, except for a couple little bumps, it looks stable and flat and good. The terrain is good. should get the full energy of Jupiter, because like I said, like half of it was gone. So you're only getting partly the full benefits of having Jupiter in your energy. So you're going to expand a lot more in your areas of mastery, wisdom, and success with this energy pouring more into you. And you're receiving it, like you are receiving it. It's just Jupiter was kind of like, for some reason, only doing half of its job. So I pulled it in. We're good. Now I'm going to put the walls up in between all of your layers, and that's going to, like I said, protect you from curses, hexes, bindings, and negative thought forms, negative entities. It's really going to put up an extra layer against them. So I'm going to do that right now. Both sides of Jupiter, the moon, Neptune, Uranus, Mercury, good, Pluto, Venus, Mars, and Saturn. Physical layer. You are protected. Nothing may cross these boundaries that has negative intentions. No negative energy allowed. That was really, really good. Your planetary energy is generally really, really good. You just had some fog in there and like a couple of hiccups, but you didn't have any implants on you. The only thing I saw was in your sun layer. There was like a binding. But other than that, everything looked really good. Yeah, so let me know if any of this, you know, resonates and made sense to you, and let me know how you feel. And if you have any questions, I am here to answer them. Thank you so much, and I appreciate your support very much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.